Alright guys, in today's video we are going to be doing the contract which is called Bridging the Gap. And this is going to be kind of a combination of a few things. So we're gonna first fix Rubble Trouble 1, because the bridge we're trying to fix is here. This Rubble Trouble is just kind of in the way. So we're going to fix that, then we're going to fix this bridge, and then that's going to unlock the two contracts to fix the ferry. And the thing that we're really shooting for is fixing the ferry, so this one's just kind of in the way, and then this is a must. This is something you have to do. So let's look at what we have to do here first. Let's go down to Jumbo Bridge, or oops, Bridging the Gap, my bad. Bridging the Gap, we need this Caterpillar trailer, which is where we are right now. We need 3 metal beams and 4 cement, so you can get infinite cement right here. There is 4 cement on a trailer here, but you have to bring that all the way over here, I believe, somewhere over there. So I wouldn't recommend taking the cement for that, but you could. And you can get you can get the cement here for the bridge, and then if you go past that, there is a factory down here which has 2 metal beams, so that's not enough, but it'll give you 2 of them. But if you've done the contract where you get the FEM, which is on Orville Hills, right here, there's actually a metal beams inside that one. So you could drive that back, or you could go to the second map, which is where I am. There's 3 metal beams here. So the gateway, when you get onto the second map's over here. So you'll have to cross the river. Probably up top would be best, but there is another crossing way down here. And then you can go over here. There is also cement in this warehouse, but the other one's obviously much closer, so I don't know why you'd go here. But yeah, you can grab the metal beams from here. If you need all 3 of them, you could do that. But again, we're taking 4, so we're going to use the one that we got with the FEM to clear that roadblock, and then we're using these 3. We're going to bring the cat trailer and then the cement, and that should do the bridge. And then to get the ferry, we need to go back up to here. So we'll fix the bridge, we'll be right here. We'll just go north a little bit, we'll grab 2 slabs, we'll follow this. I don't know how we'll exactly get there, but then we'll bring it all the way back to the ferry crossing here. That will clear the west side, and then that'll unlock the east side. Then we'll have to go all the way back around to the east side. There will be 4 cargo containers which will spawn in. We'll have to pick those up and then drive them to port. So not too far off. And that is how we will clear the roadblock, fix the bridge, and do both ferry missions. And actually, now that I'm just thinking about it, we're going to have to do this jumbo bridge as well, because that's up. So we're also going to need to bring 4 fuel with us, and then we're going to have to pick up a generator, which is down here. So this is actually going to be a pretty large video. Again, roadblock, bridge, and both ferry systems. Alright, so we have the FEM next to us here. I'm just going to skip the time. We'll grab... Actually, let's do... we'll unpack and then pack. We'll change trucks, and we will grab 1. Then we'll throw the other one on the loading platform, so we're going to overload. The FEM also comes with that cement back there, those concrete slabs. So that could be something else that you are interested in. But for us, the slabs are kind of on the way anyways. Actually, you know what? I just kind of got an idea. Let me try... So to try and do this in a little bit shorter fashion, I'm going to sort of pull a hard mode move here, which I don't usually do, but I think we're going to try and overload the FEM. That way we can do it in 2 trucks instead of 3. So we'll take 8 slots with the FEM, and we'll take 4 slots with the twin steer up in front of us there. That one needs the fuel. That's got to go for the second bridge we're going to have to go across. Let's unpack. And just kind of throw it up in the back here. We'll back up. Kind of straighten it out. Alright, that should be good. Let's stop the engine and change trucks. So I don't know how much rough terrain we're going to go across, but hopefully if all goes well we won't lose any of these. So we'll refuel. We'll switch to this truck. We'll refuel this as well. Switch to cargo management. And we'll load this one down. So now we will have both trucks loaded up. So I'm trying to think how we'll do this next part. So we'll have to grab a generator for... Oh, I don't even have that truck on. We'll have to grab the generator for the bridge. We'll also have to grab... What else would it be? I mean, we'll need to grab the slabs and the cement and the cargo containers at some point, but that's a little bit later, so I think this might be kind of it for now. I mean, we do need to move the 770G trailer as well. So 770G trailer and generator trailer. And then the rest of it's kind of a part two. So this will fix both those bridges, I believe. Generator and... yeah, that should be it. So yeah, we'll need to grab 2 trailers to fix both the bridges. And then we'll have to do sort of the second part for both the ferry crossings. Or I guess it's really one ferry crossing. Oh, this looks quite sketchy, actually. I don't know if I like this. We'll see how this goes, I guess. Especially being 8 long. I think I'm gonna probably turn off the engine and just go one at a time. Or, I guess I didn't shut off the engine, but we're gonna try and go one at a time at least. Unwinch them. Oh, that wasn't bad. Sort of one of those, excuse me, looks a lot worse than it was. Alright. Let's go back. Grab this. I'm a bit worried about these falling off, but if they do, I mean, we do need to go get the generator trailer anyways, so... Just a reminder, you do get 3 of these in the warehouse. The other ones spawned with the FEM, so if you want 4, you'll have to go... There is 3 on this map, and there's 2 on the first map. After that, you'll have to craft them. Well, unless you go to the 4th map. So it's possible to do it without using the one from the FEM. You can grab the 2 from the first map. But again, one of these is just going to a roadblock, so it's just going to make it easier. You don't need to do that one. Alright, let's grab this again. Try and pull it up towards us. Man, this is such a long little train here. I mean, I'll overload and I'll carry, you know, an extra truck, but it's usually like 2 slots and 2 slots, and then they're overloaded to like 4 and 4 or something, not overloaded by 4 slots and then no slots, but whatever works, right? Alright, where is this? Oh, we kind of turned the wrong way. Crap. Well, can you tell I don't know my way around the maps yet? Haven't played them quite enough. But we'll be using these ones more for tutorial purposes anyways. But I figured, while I'm recording the videos, I might as well just throw some commentary on there and make them into videos rather than just playing it and not doing anything with it. Oop, it kind of shifted, but actually, oh god, look at how jackknife that thing is. So the steering's whack on this thing even if you're pulling it behind you. It's not good. There we go. Alright. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might just do these 2 bridges in one video and then do the ferry as another video. But we'll kind of just see how long it takes, because the ferry part shouldn't take too long. But this alone will be, you know, 2 trips. These two trucks will be one trip, and then we'll need the generator trailer and the Cat 770G trailer, so that'll be another 2 trips. Or, you know, if you count them together, 1 trip and 1 trip. But yeah, I don't know how long either of them would actually take to do. But then we would have to do the 4 cargo containers. That's 8. Oh gosh, that's 8 slots. Then we need 4 cement. That's 4 more slots. Then we need, I believe it's 2 slabs. That's 4 more slots. So that's 24 total cargo. And then, I was like, what? 24 total cargo and 2 trailers. And we also need 4 cement. Pretty sure, so we need... Yeah, we need 4 cement as well. So a total of 28 cargo, so yeah, we'll probably end up splitting it up, so what I said at the start's probably going to be wrong, but we'll see how long it takes, because we got 12 of it here, and the other trip shouldn't be as long. Like, this is going to be the long trip. We'll see how dark it gets here as well, but I'll probably skip the time once we just get to the crossing, because we're getting pretty close to it, I believe. It's hitting the rock. Don't buckle too much, there we go. Those beams have surprisingly rode very well on there. So hoping they can fall a little bit to the right here. Didn't quite slide down, but there we go, a little bit. I keep hearing noises and I look back like, did my beams just fall off? Alright, yeah, you're supposed to go to the left here, but I think I'm just going to go straight across because you can kind of see the trail going a little bit off to the side, but we got some taller trucks anyways. I think we got 63 and 71 inch tires on these two. I didn't really look at fuel consumption, but we're definitely going to be up there. I forgot I said I was going to switch the time back, but maybe we'll do it at the gateway here, depending on how dark it gets. Seems like it's okay still. I thought it would be a little bit darker. Yeah, I'm not sure how much fuel is in that other truck behind us, the FEM. I do have a roof rack on it, but I guess if you're wondering why I have a roof rack, because I was talking about getting the free metal beams with the FEM. I drove the FEM with the metal beams up to that warehouse where we started, and then I took the metal beams out, and then I drove the FEM back to the garage and drove it back. I tried to see, well, I want to make a video on the upgrades or whatever it comes with stock, just to kind of see different customization options and whatever. So I left the one that we got in their stock and just bought a second one. So this is the second one. This one's been upgraded a little bit. I think you need to find the engageable differential lock, and I thought there was something else. I think it was one of the other engines. But again, this is on PTS, so things could change. They might, because right now the top engine is unlocked, which I'm 99% sure that'll be changed, because the engine below it is the one that you can find somewhere. It says in North Carolina, so that one we know is somewhere around here. But yeah, the top one you can just buy right away, so that one will probably end up getting locked. I haven't really looked to see in the game files if you're supposed to go find it or not. Alright, we are here at the gateway though, so we got part of it done. We're almost out of fuel in this truck. The other one probably has quite a bit. It has 140 in the roof rack as well, but it does burn a lot. So maybe we're not quite as fuel efficient as I would have hoped. Alright, here we are at the gateway. It's weird it doesn't say the map. Probably will eventually, but... Okay, let's skip the time. Alright, so now we're on a good road. We don't have the other truck on. We're just driving. Probably what I'll do is drive till we run out of fuel. Then we'll switch trucks, drive that one. Probably till we get to the garage, and once we get to the garage... Oh no! Our metal beams fell off. Do I have a crane on there? No, I don't. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll just drive this one alone. So, we won't drive this one all the way there, but I'll come in, I'll grab the, wait, the generator's for the big bridge. Which... So I'm trying to think how I could do this. If I fix the first bridge, that should unlock the one for the generator. Then I could carry the slabs down there and bring that back. Right? Because I could deliver those slabs and then pick up the generator and drive it back. Pretty sure that would work. I'm just trying to think of how to do it efficiently. And like, it's kind of annoying because I need that generator to finish the opening the ferry system, but it'd be so much easier if you could just drive or use the ferry system to go across to bring the generator. Skip most of the map. Alright, let's pull off on the side maybe here. Because we're basically out of fuel. Alright, let's use the FEM. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I think I'll pick up the metal beams with the Mac. The Mac will come in through, grab the metal beams, and grab the trailer. Actually, you know what? That'll work. And right here I can throw them off. So let's go to the other map. Let's grab that Mac. Would it be quicker just to recover it though? Probably. We'll check that out in just a second. We'll see how close it is. It might be faster to recover and then drive there. Because here we would start here. We could drive through here a little bit to get to there. Go down and grab the trailer. Yeah, it's probably faster. Let's just recover. Then let's go to this map. So take out the Mac. Wait, why don't I have a roof rack on here? Just noticed that. Because I was like, oh, I could refuel up the twin steer a little bit, but I was like, wait, I don't have extra fuel. So yeah, this one's kind of turned into a little bit of a mess. We'll definitely be doing two parts. I'm trying to think like what would be the best way to do it, you know? You can unlock the FEM right away like, you know, the previous video that I put out was. Because that one doesn't have any prerequisites. Then you're probably better off as the second thing, getting that the roadblock that we're gonna do. After that roadblock, you're probably best off doing that bridge that we're working on, which is fuel and cement. No, it's metal beams. 3 metal beams, 4 cement. But you can get the cement close, and the metal beams, you can get 3 of them from the other map, like we did. And that would unlock the ferry, or the contracts to do the ferry. You still wouldn't be able to use the ferry, but you could, during the process of that, you could take your slabs down there and pick up the generator on your way back. That would probably be the best, most ideal way of doing it. And then that would complete the west side one, and then it would also it would bring the generator to complete the jumbo bridge. So it wouldn't complete jumbo bridge, but if you brought the fuel, which we do have. So yeah, probably ideal way to start the season would be get the FEM, clear the roadblock. What did I say? FEM, roadblock, then I'm trying to think of the name. It's not the jumbo bridge, it's the other one. I forget. But yeah, FEM, roadblock, the other bridge, the closer bridge, and then you'll start doing you'll do the westbound ferry, then you'll do jumbo bridge, then you'll do eastbound ferry. That would be best case scenario of how to start this. Hopefully I can remember that after this. Yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it, this trip down here, if I was smart, I would have grabbed the slabs first. Because I could deliver the slabs right here in front of me. I can't deliver them yet. But if I had completed that bridge, then it would have unlocked this contract. So yeah, what I said just a little bit ago, definitely would be the way to start it. So actually, let me figure this out for you guys. So best way would be, what is it called? Something giant. Do abandoned giant to get the FEM. Then you're going to do bridging the gap, which you fix this bridge. That'd be the number two thing. So you do abandoned giant, then you'll do rubble trouble 1. That's 1 metal beam to here. Then you'll do bridging the gap to here, and then on your way back you can pick up 2 slabs from here, drive it all the way down, and you'll have to deliver it here to complete the west side ferry, but on your way back you can pick up a trailer and drive that all the way back, which you'll need to complete this bridge. That's the jumbo bridge. You'll still need more supplies, but then you can start the east side ferry, and then you can pick up the cargo containers, deliver those, and complete that. So that would be best case scenario of how to start the phase off. Or in my opinion anyways, because then you got the ferry system up and going, you got both those bridges going, so you can go to the 4th map instead of having to go all the way around. And the 4th map has infinite metal beams and cement, so you won't have to craft the metal beams the crafting's not that far away, but for right now it's kind of, until you get the ferry system up, taking the trailer across would be a pain. I don't know if that makes any sense, but once you get that ferry system up, any trailers you want to bring across, you can just use the ferry, so that'll be much easier. But yeah, we're going to grab the generator trailer, and then we're going to grab the metal beam, and then we'll be sort of back on track. There is a fuel trailer up here as well, so we don't have to worry about fuel too much. Although I guess we have fuel in the generator as well. But the plan is pick up the generator and metal beams with this, then we'll go meet the FEM. We'll hopefully load it back up, hopefully it doesn't fall off too much, but the FEM can carry the trailer and the metal beams. And then maybe we can just throw the rest of our fuel into the twin steer and hope that makes it there the rest of the way, I don't know. It's not far from the garage, so maybe I'll just pull out a truck real quick and fuel them up as they drive past or something. Alright, so let me fix the time here. That is the generator trailer off over there on the left-hand side. We'll try and do it once we get on the cement here so we can keep up a good speed. By keep up, I mean hopefully not completely stop. So yeah, if I was smart, like I said, guys, you would have brought the slabs down here on your trip down and dropped them off at the ferry, which I drove right past. So that's why it would be ideal to do it in the order that I said, not as I did. You know, do as I say, not as I do. And then there is a fuel trailer over there, a little scout fuel trailer. Looks like it has no wheels from here. Now they just populated or rendered, I guess. We'll just refuel ourselves, make sure... Oh, that's right, we have the generator. Probably don't need to, but... oh well. Now that I think about it, yeah, we won't need to refuel at all if we throw all the fuel from this generator into the twin steer. We should be plenty fine. I believe that is not my turn, okay. Next turn. Oh crap, I just thought about it though. We're gonna kinda go through the swamp on our way back. That's not good. Hopefully we don't get super stuck. Alright, this is our turn. Yeah, dragging the trailer behind is not good. Not helpful anyways. It looks like we might have to fix and do some power line stuff in this one as well. I've noticed quite a few of them without, or maybe it's the same ones I keep seeing, but they're not fully built yet. Last time I went left and then took a cut across through the swamp, but I think we'll take a right. We do need to go towards the tunnel, sort of. Oh man. About 50-ish damage, I think. 53 or something, I think I counted. Something like that. I'm trying to like look and find the road, the tar road, and like it should be somewhere around here. I don't remember exactly. Oh, gosh, exactly where. Let's see. Can we go? Oh yeah, it actually kind of looks like this is a road, believe it or not. This looks like a little pathway that they made that's kind of a hidden little road. Let's try it. Like there's a clear path I can see going all the way around. Look at this. Oh, if we can get up. So it kind of dodges the swamp. Never seen this before, but that is an awesome little shortcut. Nice, no damage on that tree either. Oops, not reverse. Oh, I didn't know I'd hatched a winch behind me either. There we go. Definitely got to remember that shortcut, because this swamp would have taken us much longer. I mean, it's now we're in the slower part as well, but it would have taken a lot longer if we had to go all the way through. I know it feels like we haven't done much in this video, guys, but it'll kind of be one of those ones where it's like nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 we're done with 3 of them. Because we'll clear that roadblock, we'll drop off 3 metal beams, then we'll need to go back for 4 cement. And then once we do the 4 cement, that'll be the second mission, and then we'll drive the generator and the fuel to the 3rd one, and it'll be like within a matter of, all of them will be done with a matter of like 5 minutes or so, probably. Maybe a little bit long, probably a little bit longer, probably like 10, because we'll have to run back to go get the cement. But where did those beams fall? Oh, they're up in front of us still. Okay. I was like, where did they fall off? I don't see them. Oh, so it was this bump. Okay. I was kind of wondering, like, what caused it to fall off. I just remember, like, looking back and they were falling. I'm like, dang it. We'll see how many people this annoys. Crane sticking straight up, metal beams just kind of hanging out, not packed, not even remotely into the truck. Oh, weirdly enough, it was the front ones as well. Here, let me push that back just a little bit. Hopefully, that's enough room. All right. Let's grab the other one. Let's pull it like all the way forward, so hopefully it's moves a little bit less. There. Let's restore the crane now. We'll drop all of our fuel just so it has a little bit extra. And pull off the road here. And then we'll attach the trailer. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna bring out that trailer as well, so we'll have like a big convoy of materials going. Just for the screenshot, more than likely. So we'll have all three of them going through the swamp. I think it'll look pretty cool. Got the Fem with 8 slots, the Twin Steer with 4 slots, the trailer, the Azov 73210 plus the Cat 770 trailer. It wasn't the plan, but I think it'll look pretty cool. As I was driving out here, I'm like, well, what if we lined up all three of them, got a big train of trucks going, and then took a screenshot? So yeah, I don't have diff lock on here yet. I haven't unlocked it. Oh gosh, don't get stuck going to the left. Yeah, definitely want to stay on the road in this area. Although, dang, this thing is just pulling that trailer behind us like it's absolute nothing. Usually when they, you know, you're pulling through this mud stuff, like they're just getting stuck all the time, but this thing, I'm actually quite impressed with this. Also, it's hauling the 8 slots like it's nothing. So, pretty strong truck, it's just the articulation seems really weird with it. Alright, let's go get the last one. What was it? Azov, there we go. Oh shoot, I didn't hook it up. My bad. This is a saddle low trailer, in case anybody was wondering. Because they did make sort of the same trailer in Season 10 with the big fishing boat. And that was, oh man, this is already going to be terrible. Look at how far up my turning is. This is not good. I can't turn for anything. Didn't think about that one. So I thought it'd be fun to use this, but apparently it's not going to go very well. We're going to definitely be switching this one out. Oops. Although it's kind of working now. Not the greatest, but it is kind of working. Turn hard left. Alright, there we go. We gotta find something else. Something with a much closer attachment point. Trying to think of what's a good truck, what we could use. I used the Mastodon before. Could use that again. Probably the best choice, to be honest. It's one of the few trucks that has a saddle low that's very large, you know. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what other trucks, I guess leave it in the comments below. What trucks do you guys think would have been a good truck to use for this? Because I want something with big tires. I might have to just buy a Mastodon again. Not because like it's the only way to do it, but more so we've been doing these couple of missions for a while now. And I don't want it to go too long. So alright, we'll try attaching from the very back. But yeah, I'm gonna go switch this out with a Mastodon real soon here. Because I was thinking like P16, that one's only saddle high. The Boar, again, saddle high. Maybe the 5600 TS, that could. But not sure that I don't really know how good that would be. Might be a good one. But probably the Mastodon would be better. Obviously the Zix can't. Cat 770G. Pretty worthless. I was trying to think of any other truck. Maybe the Pacific P512? So I think Tatra Force and Phoenix are both singles as well. Or when I say singles, I mean heavies. Sorry. Alright. I'm going to cut here. Actually, you know what? Let's just leave it in. We'll just talk you through it. So we're going to try and turn the aperture down. This is kind of just the background stuff. Because usually once these videos get very long, they're kind of hard to... Actually, I got to switch to the front truck. Let's see. Actually, it's so long I couldn't even switch to the front truck. I usually just go to clear sky so that it's yeah, geez, you can't even see anything. Like, it looks like you can see it fine, but when it's just a thumbnail, this is gonna be like, I don't know, pretty blurry and hard to see. But I wish it was the other way around. The Cat was in front, Twin Steer was in the back, and maybe the Fem was still in the middle. Oh wait, this one's out of fuel basically. Alright, let's see if these two trucks can go. Get the Fem out and around. There we go. So maybe if it's pulling, maybe this isn't going to be so bad. We'll see. So the Fem with a generator trailer behind it, plus the Azov, plus the Cat trailer. Alright, now let's see if we can refuel from the generator to, well, the Fem, the Twin Steer. I just realized we got all this cargo, but we have no crane still. But man, this thing is honestly doing amazing. Oh, we're pulling the Twin Steer as well. Look at that. Maybe not anymore, but we were. That's crazy. We're pulling the twin steer as well. I think it's the 770G is just too wide on the end that it's pushing it. Pretty sure that's what's happening. There, we're past it. I'm kind of in shock, to be honest, at how much power this thing seems to have. The articulation seemed like it was really annoying when I was just driving the truck like by itself, but when it's, you know, fully loaded down, it's got a generator behind it, another truck. Obviously that truck is on and pulling as well, but it's doing quite awesome. Wait, what did I just hit? Kind of snapped to the side. I don't know what that was about. Oops, stalling. Bummer. Was hoping I could put it in high. So it's not the fastest, what am I trying to say? Not the fastest train of cargo you've ever seen, but might be one of the heaviest. Cat 770G is definitely not light. Neither is 4 metal beams. Plus a generator, plus both the trucks just, you know, empty. Quite a lot. Definitely a good idea to split them up, though. I mean, split them up as far as the ferry missions in this, because I don't know what time I started this, but I think we're up about 53 minutes or something like that. So we're getting pretty close to that 1 hour mark. But I think the twin steer should be able to fly through most of this. Not positive, but I think it should be able to. The Azov, if we can get to the main road, which we're... Oh shoot, we gotta go outside more. We're getting really far inside there. Crap, I think I might have done it. Where is it? I just meant I think I was a little bit too close because the cat sticks out so far. There we go. Let's switch the time again. Yeah, as you can see, we're actually to the tower part. So we're at the garage. Now we should be, you know, pretty well set anyways. Still not 100%, but pretty close. Crap, we're hitting that rock. Alright, so as soon as we get on this road, I am going to ditch this, the 73210, because it should be able to do most of the rest of it, I believe, by itself. Now that we got through like the mud part, so we'll pull it up here and then just leave it. And then it should be a little bit faster moving anyways. So we'll go until those trailer tires hit the tar. Or maybe... I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, well, maybe I should just keep going like this, because now it's actually going to start moving at a pretty good rate, so... Oh shoot, what was that? Alright. I guess we'll leave it. So yeah, 1 metal beam for the rock blockage, 3 for the first bridge, the generators for the second bridge. So we have 1 piece of all 3 of the missions with us right now. Then that trailer back there, the 770G trailer, that is all for the first bridge. And then the fuel is all for the second bridge. But then we still need 4 cement for the first bridge. So we'll have to go back and get 1 more trip of cement after we deliver all of these supplies. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, but good to know. And through playing it, you know, you kind of figure out better ways to do it, so I figured out the best way. Now, I told you guys earlier, if you watched that part, the most optimal way probably to do all this. Oh no. Well, now I guess we're going to grab that one again with the Mac. Oh. So there we go, we just gained another trip because we had it fall out. Although at least... Oh man, we're about to lose it again. Alright, well, now the Mac's overloaded. Because I'm not stopping now. But yeah, here is where you're going to get your concrete slabs and cement. Concrete slabs will be for the ferry, which is part of the next video. And then the cement we'll need for the bridge here coming up in a little while. Alright, so here is the rock blockage I was talking about, guys. This one you have to get past with the 770G in that trailer. So you could go up that road and it turns and goes right back down on the other side of these mountains, or rocks here. I'll show you actually, we'll just deliver this. So 290 and 2350. You can actually see it just to our right here. This is where it comes right back down. Oh, the rocks are kind of blocking the view, but right here. So yeah, you could just do that, but I figured we had one from the FEMA anyways, so we might as well just, you know, go with it. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I might want to leave this here. Not the TS, my bad. I might want to leave that truck there just because in case the Azov struggles again in the mud. Although the twin steer might be able to pull it, we'll see here. See if we can ride in the upper part. Oh jeez, did not see that rock. Or I did, but not that part. I didn't see the other one out that far. This is going across here really nice so far. Trying to stay on the higher ground if I can. Alright, that was pretty quick. Let's turn off the all-wheel. Let's see. Let's pull this trailer back a little bit. Oh, okay, that won't be bad. We'll get the twin steer out in front here. Actually, let me turn that back on. Let's grab the twin steer. Just so that it's pulling. Switch back the time. Oh man, that was quite a yank there. I was like, what is that? It's a big boat. Alright, hang on a second, guys. Alright. Sorry about that, I had to pause it for a second. So yeah, hopefully we don't get stuck with the cat up here. I don't know. I don't think we would, but I don't know. I think with the 2 trucks we'll be fine, but with 1 truck probably we would. It looks like it's making quite a path back there, so. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty slow. Alright, what if I... excuse me. What if I turn that off and go a little faster with this one? If that one's going to be slow. No point in making them both slow, I don't think. We'll stop once we get to some mud, so that way we can make sure we get through it with both trucks. Oh yeah, I gotta pick that up as well. And that. Actually, you know what? This is probably gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna try and load up the twin steer here. I know I kind of, like, you know, I skipped it and I left the other truck behind. Let's recover this. What I mean by that is I kind of skipped ahead and left the, what was it? What truck was it? The FEM. Couldn't think of the name. I left him with the FEM, but I just thought about it. If we can get that truck to stay loaded, and you know they've fallen off a total of, you know, three cargo pieces have fallen off so far. One of them fell off twice. If we could do that, we wouldn't have to make an extra trip, because we could just load up the Mac here with 4 cargo, and then we would be good. So that might be the way to go. Load up the twin steer, load up the Mac, and then finish this off. yeah. What do you guys think so far of season 12? Oh, I thought I hit the parking brake in time. Apparently it didn't go. So from what I've played, it's been pretty easy, I would say, but I don't know, I haven't really played all that much. It seems like they did think things through as far as what they wanted you to do. What I mean by that is like the what is it, the jumbo bridge. So the jumbo bridge, you have to bring the generator to it, which, you know, we already grabbed it, but and the easiest way to do that would be to use the ferry, but you can't use the ferry until you complete the other bridge. And so, and the other bridge is, let's unpack this. The other bridge requires 3 metal beams, which you can't get those metal beams unless you go to the other maps. Because this one, as far as well, I shouldn't say unless, but as far as I know, there's only 2 on this map, which I have the full thing pretty much explored. I should say pretty much, I have the full thing explored, but there might be other warehouses which you could open to get those metal beams, but I haven't gotten that far, so not quite sure. But yeah, in order to open the jumbo bridge, you have to bring the generator, but the easiest way to do it would be to use the ferry, but you can't do that because sorry, I'm trying to think and play. But you can't use the ferry because you have to do some other stuff, or you need the metal beams first, which aren't on this map, pretty much, or to get all 3 of them anyways. Because yeah, it'd be nice if you could take the generator, go through the ferry, and then finish that bridge. And then you could use the generator also, or take another trailer, go through the ferry, and craft more metal beams. There are some on the 4th map which has an infinite amount, but in order to get there, you gotta build the bridge. So both bridges are basically required fairly early. And actually the one of them is required, okay, and then I gotta unpack both of these. The one's required for the rock grinder as well. One is required for the rock grinder, and then the other one's required for the ferry. And so to make the rock grinder one easy, or maybe easier, yeah, you're going to want to complete the ferry. So yeah, it's kind of there's a certain order to it, I would say, at the start anyways. They didn't make it so that you can just you know, grab the generator, use the ferry, and then fix the bridge, grab the metal beams and do that. You know, you can't use the ferry till you fix the bridge. Oh, the other one was it took me a second to figure this, to think about it, but to fix the second bridge, or excuse me, to fix the ferry, you need to fix the second bridge. But the second bridge, the most ideal route would be to use the ferry, but obviously you can't fix the ferry until after the bridge, because you need that bridge to go across to fix the ferry. So here's what I'm talking about. To fix the ferry, you'll pick up cargo containers here, and you want to deliver them to the port, but you need this bridge, or else you have to go all the way around. And then in order to fix this bridge, you need the generator from over here, and you can't use the ferry to just bring it across because you haven't fix the ferry yet by bringing them over here. So you kind of need the bridge and you kind of need the ferry like at the same time. So you have to go all the way around to fix the bridge, and then, you know, you can then fix the ferry. But yes, they were thinking it through at least this time. I shouldn't say at least, but yeah, they made things that, you know, you have to do certain things in order for them to kind of work out. Don't know if any of that makes sense, but hopefully it did. Alright, we'll wait here. We'll move the Azov. This is kind of weird, like, the way that I'm doing this, because I'm, like, driving one truck, then switching to the other one, then driving one truck, switching to the other one, driving one, like, switching them back, moving them 20 yards, like, it's weird. Whatever works, I guess. And yeah, sorry this video is going to be a lot longer than I was kind of expecting. I don't know why I thought we'd be able to finish all this fairly quickly, but I guess I didn't. Well, part of it I didn't think we had to do for this one, but it's again part of that thing that I just sort of explained. You have to fix this bridge to do this, to do that, to, you know. I actually was going to record the video to get the rock grinder, but then I'm like, well crap, I have to fix the ferry first. Because, well, I don't have to, but it's going to be way easier if I fix the ferry first. So I was like, well, I guess we'll go fix the ferry. And then when I started this one, I was like, well crap, I can't fix the ferry first, because in order for me to deliver to the ferry, to the other side of that bridge, I have to fix the bridge first. And then so I was like, well, I guess I have to fix that bridge, and then in order to open the ferry, I have to fix the other bridge. And then I got the 2 ferry missions to do, so it's like, oh god. Like, yeah, so both bridges are required, and then you gotta fix both sides of the ferry. The one bridge probably isn't very useful, but like I said, it's kind of required just because it's the mission to get the ferry, or it's the prerequisite for the ferry. So the one is, the bridge isn't useful, but it's the task required before the ferry. So the ferry is useful, the bridge itself isn't. And then, yeah, the other bridge is useful. Alright, let's pull this thing along. Little tent up there. But yeah, I was planning on doing this pretty quickly, and then I was like, or actually, like I said, I planned on doing the rock grinder one, but then I figured out I probably should get the ferry first, and then through doing the ferry first, I was like, crap, I should probably get the bridge first. You know, now that I've done it, I have a better idea of what I should do and shouldn't do first next time, but it's costed me a lot of time. And like I said, I drove the Mac all the way down towards that to get the generator, when I should have just taken 2 concrete slabs with me, and that would have knocked that other mission out as soon as I picked it up. But now I gotta make another trip, which is fine. That video shouldn't be as long though, because it's 2 metal beams, or excuse me, two concrete slabs or cement slabs. I always forget what they're called. 2 of those, and then it'll be 4 cargo containers for the other one. Which, now that I think about it, I will have to use both of these trucks for that, because that one doesn't have a crane. Or I guess I could use the Mac and just take a couple of trips, but probably be easier to overload one on the Mac and then take both trucks. It just seems so funny to me, like, how I thought this one would probably be like, oh, maybe a 50-minute video, and it's already at like an hour and 20, and we still got, like I said, once we get towards the end of it, it's going to go quick, but, I mean, I was planning on waiting all the trucks there before we completed anything, but we did complete the one, and then now we're working on sort of the second one. Oh shoot, I probably shouldn't drive this very far though. Oops, let's shut that truck off. And this one, because this one is overloaded, and if it falls out, then I gotta come all the way back. So I should probably do this one first. Again, with my vehicle, what do you want to say, my vehicle parlay? I don't know, that's not the right word. My vehicle, I wanted to say marathon, that's not the right word either. I'm thinking of like a baton race, like what's the proper way of saying it? I don't know. This one's definitely too far off to that right hand side as well. It's not even close, like it's definitely should be farther to the left by quite a bit. I don't like it. Like every little turn and it's wobbling. Actually, if I hit a rock on the right, I might be able to knock it more to the left. Or maybe like this. Oh, that didn't really work. Almost tipped my truck. I thought maybe I could get a little bit of an angle and knock it the other way, but it didn't really work. More just scared me and nothing happened. Oh, no, no. Oh, oof. Oh. Alright, well, that's exactly why I didn't want to do it. I should have gone this one first. I'll throw them both in that truck though, I guess. Try and sneak through these trees. Nice, that worked. So yeah, I'll just take this one. We'll fully deliver this one to the bridge before we switch back, hopefully. No more vehicle tag. I guess that's one way of putting it, vehicle tag. And just going through the swamp. That kind of scared me there for a second. There is the first bridge right there. Oh, I was like, what? Now we're up onto the tar, into the town. Should be golden here. The fuel here is going for the second bridge. Got the good old 15 and 6 combo for damage. I don't know why that one bothers me so much because it's super common. That's basically the random damage numbers that you get. 15 and 6, it's a constant. I mean, they do sometimes change, but 15 and 6 happens a lot. So here is the, actually I'm going to park off to the side a little bit. I was going to try and park on the left-hand side of it, but I'm going to try and park on the right-hand side. Now it'll be the left. Or now it'll be the right. Because I was turning the camera around. But yeah, this bridge will go down, then we can cross this pretty easily. So let's do the Mac. Let's go back to the FEM to get those stupid metal beams which fell out. I was going to turn around earlier, but that'll work. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me how long this took. The metal beams like fell inside of each other. That's weird. Actually, let's throw these in here because these are going to the same spot. So we can just throw these in there. There we go. Oh, what the heck? It just like floated back up. Alright, we'll try and get this one. I think we'll back up. We'll throw one of them on here. Actually, it would have been nice if I had that cement at the front. If you guys see that, the cement's shorter than the metal beams, and we could have used that front, the sort of a backrest area. I don't know what you would call it exactly, but sort of use the bed of the trailer and the low part of the metal or cement to kind of hold it in place, and then the bed of the trailer would have been the front part. And then the other metal beams would have been the back part, so it would have sort of just stuck in there. I guess another note to self for the next time if I do it this way. Alright. One metal beam. And now we should be good. 3 trucks to go, guys. 3 metal beams, 4 cement, and the trailer to the first bridge, and then the generator and the 4 fuel to the second bridge. So we'll see how long the rest of this takes. I'll turn around here again and we'll pull the, well, I was gonna say we'll pull the Mac with this truck, but actually what I think we're gonna do is just park the Mac on the side. The Mac's got the crane, and the Azov could probably use a pull. So this truck going first would make sense, because if something falls out, then we can pick it up with the Mac. And if we need a pull on that one, since we're going first, we can pull it with this one. So I think it makes sense to lead with the FEM, go second with the Cat, or Azov and Cat trailer, I guess is better way to say it. And then go last with the Mac in case we need to pull either truck, I guess, and or pick up anything, really. But I think let's just refuel. Should have done this earlier with the Mac as well. Yeah, that should be fine. As well as that. We only need 150 fuel in here, so... And actually, let me switch the time again. Make it nice and bright. It's kind of funny because way back off behind us you can see the cement is out of render distance now. Well, you can a little bit there. But yeah, it looks like the crane's just kind of hanging off on the back, which, you know, I do that sometimes, but I know that there's, it's clamping down on, or no, it's metal beams it's clamping down on, not cement. Are we stuck on a tree or something? What are we on? Well, oh, I think it's hitting the bottom on that little, I want to call it an island. Wait, is the FEM stuck? Oh wow, I think the FEM was stuck. Maybe it was both. I think it might have been the back truck that got stuck, and then the FEM got stuck because that one got stuck. Oh. Ooh. There we go. Oh, man, don't tip over. There. Oof. The trailer's just kind of stuck in the middle between the two trucks, getting yanked all over. Jeez, you even go off-road just a little bit in these parts, and it's so deep. The holes. There we go. I'm trying to turn hard left and it's not going at all. Finally. But yeah, the Azov's riding that inside corner super hard. Look at that, it's not even close to being on the road. The truck just did not want to turn. I mean, I guess whatever, it works, but... So I think this is the road where it would come out if you went up the mountain towards the garage. So that's one way you can dodge that rock pile that we fixed back there, but there is a rock pile up that direction as well that you would need to fix. Well, I guess maybe not need to fix. I think the one we did was called Rubble Trouble 1, and the one up there is like Rubble Trouble 2. So I could check. Maybe I should check to see what is required for that one, just in case you guys want to go that route, but probably not a good one, or not suggested. I think there might be a clear way to do it as well, like you could dodge both of them, I think, but I'd have to check the map to see the route. Are we stuck? Okay, looks like the Azov is stuck a little bit. There we go. Let's turn hard to our side. Hopefully it can dodge that rock. It's just barely dodging it. Nice. And the trailer too. Hopefully. I don't want the cat to hook on it. Get caught up. I think we're good. Yep, looks like we cleared it. Alright, we're gonna have to go... Well, I could just push the trailer back, I think. I was gonna go to the right, but I think we could just push the trailer back, maybe. Our back tire's spinning away, but the other ones aren't moving. I think we'll just push this trailer straight back, hopefully. I don't really feel like trying to mess with it too much. And I think we're stuck again. There we go. Push it out of the way to the right, hopefully. I mean, it's working. There. Tell me that's enough for the cat to fit through. I think we're good. We're just going to keep going straight. We're mostly straight. I guess until I hit the rocks. Yeah, we should be good now. Oof, that was a lot of work. I don't know why I didn't think it would be that much work, but it was, I guess. Alright, so let's turn off that truck. Then let me drop the trailer here, because the trailer's not needed. Oh, geez, we're jumping. Alright. Now let's do, what was the last one we needed? The Mac. Okay. So hopefully, now this will go a little faster. I know I said that probably 10 times by now, but... I kind of want to go off the road, like, just a little bit, because I know these are pretty, you know, pretty bad terrain now that we've ran over them a few times, but like I said earlier, when you get off the road just a little bit in these areas, some of these portions get super deep really quick. So I'm kind of trying to avoid that. Up and over this hill, into the swamp, up and over the next hill, and then we're on to the tar. Alright. One hill down. Oops, accidentally put it into low. I haven't really drove much with these tires, just because, well, obviously that they're new, but in my hard mode I'm using mostly the trucks that I find, which since I just played Yukon, I basically only had trucks from Michigan and Alaska, which most of them can't have these tires. But from my limited driving in Season 12 here, with these tires and maybe a little bit of use in Season 11, these tires seem really good. Maybe not, like, stats-wise. I think they're roughly the same. I think they're, like, 0.2 worse, actually, in mud, but then they're, like, 0.1 or 2 better in dirt. Don't quote me on that, because I haven't checked it in a while. But, and then their width is quite a bit wider, if I remember right. But the stability was the thing that I was more trying to say that it is like a lot better. It seems like I haven't really had any instability issues since I've switched, which is cool. Alright, let's get these all delivered here. So we need cement. We'll restore the crane, pack that, deliver the metal beams, stop, switch trucks, cement. Oh, wait, one more. Or no, I did beams and cement. Then cement, pack, beams. Now let's get out of the way. So we'll just park off on the side right here. And we gotta get the Azov here, because this is the trailer that has to go there. Oh, there goes that trailer. Oh no. Nice, made it. That trailer is for the other bridge, the generator now. So here we go. Oh wait, not quite. There we go. So now this unlocks the west side ferry, I believe. So 13,550 for that, but let me just check quick to make sure so I'm telling you guys the right thing. Eastbound ferry. Oh, okay, eastbound ferry on the west side crossing. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then the westbound ferry, so east side crossing going west. Wait, westbound? That kind of seems backwards. It should be eastbound. Yeah, they got this mixed up. This should be east, this should be west. Unless I've been looking at the map upside down the entire time. But I'm 99% sure that the white is north. See, I think these are actually backwards. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, this unlocks one of the crossings, and then in the next video, we'll have to fix one of the we'll fix both the crossings in the next one. We'll fix the crossings, and that'll open up the ferry. And then in the video after that, we'll probably go get the rock grinder, which I was gonna do, like, oh, let me fix this bridge and fix the that rock pile way back there that we fixed with one metal beam, the first one we did. I was gonna do that and then go get the rock grinder, but I realized, well, I have to fix both. Well, I don't have to, but I wanted to fix well, the one bridge that bridge we need to do to go get the rock grinder. So now we could go get the rock grinder right now if we wanted, because that was the only prerequisite for the rock grinder, just that mission. So we could do that. But I wanted to fix this one because fixing this one allows us to do the ferries. Or wait, no. I said that. That one's a prerequisite, and it allows us to do one of the ferries. And then this one would allow us to do the second half of the ferry. What I mean by that is this bridge is still up, and we have to deliver some cargo containers from where that drop point is over on the other side of the port, or other side of this bridge. So we basically need to do both of them, which is why we're doing them right now. But yeah, let's bring the generator in here. Let me change trucks. Let me deliver these. And then, there we go. It said stage complete, but we had the generator here, which is the second stage, so it just completed. There we go. So, yeah guys, now we completed this bridge, cleared this rubble right here, and then we completed this bridge. And then now we can complete both these ferry crossings. And then to go get the rock grinder, we have trucks up here, and we'll have to bring one metal beam up here, but we can get that from over here. And then once we get the metal beam up there, it's going to have us take both the truck, and then there's a little trailer behind it, which seems miniature, but it's kind of funny. We'll have to take the truck to, I think, this side, which is why we want to fix the ferry, because then we can just ferry right across and drop off the trailer on this side, instead of having to go from here all the way up and around and down to deliver it. So that's why we want to get both these ferry crossings done. That's why we'll do that in the next one. So I know that took way longer than I was expecting, but yeah. 2 bridges done. Excuse me, 2 bridges and 1 rock slide cleared. And then the other mission we've done so far is the FEM. So 4 of them done. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.